So, and that's what forms the hunter bomb. Because heat gets there, body sends calcium to there, and it just all fuses together. So that's what you would call, and then you've got that little bit of an atrophy there, and then you get the thing that comes up. Typically with horses with a very pronounced SI has a sore SI joint. Okay? And the way you find out if a horse has a sore SI joint is you get on either side. We need to use a thinner horse for that.
Yeah.
There'll be one there'll be one a bit later.
one's
It's okay.
unique
We'll show the SI joint after. Because you just come in, you'd feel where that bone is, and oh, she has a sore SI joint. You see that? So the way it works is you bring your hand, you find that bone, and you push your hand away towards the shoulder, towards the hip point, and you bring your fingers back. I hate doing this to a horse that's already in pain, but I'll show you guys one more time so that you can see it from the other side. I push my hand over in that direction towards that hip bone, and I find where that bone stops, and then I pull my fingers back into the bone.
The bone or spine? Spine.
No, there's a bone here. There's a bone here.
Right.
The hip bones comes up here, and it's two bones that sits up like that, and the SI is underneath it. And it's all those ligaments up here that holds it together, and it's that you can pick up from there that it's sore. So a horse with a sore SI at some point did a split, and these are very tight, and it just pulls it all so that it fuses together and it becomes really, really sore. So typically for this mare, if it was my client, I would give them homework. I would tell them to put the horse on a joint supplement. I would tell them for 30 days to do the SI joint handholds. And you will learn about that in the level 2 class. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to release the psoas and how to adjust the hips. So we'll first just start with the psoas. She's very accommodating. She's cocking that foot so I can get to the hip. So you're going to take, let's first evaluate how do we know that the hips are out. So we need to ask Madam to turn again. No, other way. Bum side in. Bum side in, beautiful girl.
Yeah.
There we go. Thanks. So, bum side in. You're going to have to look at what my hand does on that side and then come and look at what my hand does on this side. Right? I use my away from me side. I use the inside of my fingers. I run it along there till it hits the bone. So everybody go and have a look on that side. Till it hits the bone. Okay? Then I use my pinky side fingers on this side. You can come and look here. I'm going to scrape it along this side of her body until it hits that bone. Then I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to bring them together. And that's going to tell me that the hips are out. The reason I close my eyes is so that I don't do this. Right? The other way you can look at is you can bring your hand and hit the bone. You can see it's in the hairline here. And if we look on this side, it's behind the hairline. See that? Oh yeah. That's the other way you can see it. The hairline's there, the bone's there. So I've scraped it along till I hit the hairline. Sorry. That's okay.
Are you trying to do things?
Okay? So that's the other way you can tell that her hips are out. Now a horse whose hips are out usually struggles to pick up their front feet. So if I get to a horse and I've done my evaluations and I know that the hips are out, I cheat. I find their busy spot and I ask them to roll it up. And once they've rolled it up, it's in. And once it's in, I can pick up the front feet. By the time my session is finished, they'll be out again because these muscles haven't been released. Okay? So I'm going to show you now how to release these muscles, and then I'll show you how to put the hips back in. That was the cheap one. Well,